The perception may be that postal services are losing relevance in an increasingly digital age, but Australia Post continues to make important economic and social contributions across Australia. The value Australia Post provides extends further than just replacing letter delivery with parcel delivery as e-commerce continues to surge. According to Deloitte Access Economics Review of Australia Post's Economic and Social Value 2018, Australia Post oversees the country's largest retail network with over 4,400 post offices. The 2019 annual report advises that there is a total workforce of 80,000 people, 36,000 of which are employees. Employees form an integral part of the value delivery chain that delivers the value proposition to customers and beneficiaries, as can be found in Campbell, Guitara's and Lancelot's 2017 operating model. How those 36,000 people function within the 6 elements of the operating model will contribute to the organisation being successful. An engaged workforce helps organisations gain competitive advantage, according to Nolan's 2011 article. Now, the issue that's been identified is the level of engagement, employee engagement within the organisation. The 2019 annual report advises that employee engagement was at 68%. A reasonable result. However, according to META 2017, the most engaged and therefore more financially successful organisations score 87% or more. To achieve the organisation's strategic priorities that can be found in the 2019 annual report, employee engagement is vital. Supporting communities to thrive. It's important to remember that employees are part of the community, so by investing in them, the organisation is investing in the wider community. Supporting customers and connecting them with dynamic global environments and providing great service and value are strategies that are driven by employees in the organisation. And finally, the goal to create products that people love and trust, well, that kind of innovation is employee driven too. Now, the organisation is facing more of a challenge in the current COVID-19 climate. With a 90% increase in parcel volume due to the closing of retail outlets that has seen online shopping boom, the organisation has increased staffing levels to man 15 new processing facilities, and processing now operates 24 hours a day, according to Renos's report from May 2020. Now, this challenge, it does not change the organisation's priorities. If anything, those priorities are arguably more important in the current environment. And equally, employee engagement is just as, if not more important, as Australia Post recruits more and tries to navigate through these recondite times. As an organisation, Australia Post has an inclusive culture and an operating model that is service-focused. This is evidenced in those strategic priorities, in their value proposition. Everyone matters. And in the values of trust, inclusivity, empowerment, and safety that they reference in the annual report. Values that focus on employees, suppliers, and customers. Those people form the value chain. Now, according to Palukian's 2017, that value chain must be intended to supply or meet the needs of both customers and employees. She goes on to state some fundamental aspects of the value creation chain, and they all centre around employee satisfaction, productivity, and loyalty, factors that ensure successful performance in an organisation. Now, successful performance in an organisation will filter through to have a positive impact on the wider community because, as stated, Australia Post prioritises supporting the communities in which they operate. Now, those fundamental aspects of the value creation that Palukian discusses are work pay and motivation system. These determine employee satisfaction and loyalty. Then employee satisfaction and loyalty, she states, have an impact on the productivity and quality of an employee's work. Quality of products and services then determine a customer's satisfaction and would show a growth in loyalty towards Australia Post. Customers that are satisfied with products and that are loyal will determine the growth of Australia Post's income and profit. And then the income and profit is one of the most important factors in the formation of the employee motivation and work system. Now, employee engagement, it is a strategic asset and a source of tactical power to drive performance, according to Godkin 2015. In the short term, implementing organisation-wide employee engagement strategies may take some work and some time. However, the evidence that's been discussed supports that in the long term, the organisation will benefit financially, and the employees and the wider community will too. To achieve sustainable development and meet stakeholder expectations, Australia Post will need creative, innovative and motivated employees, and therefore must focus on employee engagement throughout the organisation.